South Bend, Indiana, beneath the Golden Dome and Notre Dame Stadium. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the Boise State Broncos, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Notre Dame lining up to kick off and get this one started. He'll start the return inside his 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. So the Boise State Broncos offense will have the football first. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the ends.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
One of the things I love about this defense is they're so versatile in ways they can get after the quarterback. In their last game, they came away with 5 sacks, came from all over the place. They got the win. So you know in this one, they're going to dial up a lot of different looks. It's going to be tough for this offense to try to keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Wants to throw. It's Madsen. And the defense gets loose, bringing the Heat, and down he goes again.
And it's hard to imagine starting a game any better than this defense has. 2 sacks on the opening drive of the game. Something that they pride themselves on. If they get you in these types of situations, they can pin their ears back and get after you. They've got multiple guys that can be a factor when it comes to rushing the quarterback. You're seeing that very early here in this game.
Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. So Notre Dame's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. It's not often we focus on a matchup quite like this, but David, we have a couple of premier tight ends in this game.
And we've seen it recently, right? Ty Warren last year, Brock Bowers the year before. Like, you can build an offense around an elite tight end, and both of these schools do it. The speed, the playmaking ability, the versatility. Palmer, I bet you wish you had a guy like this you could throw to.
You're right, David. I played with a lot of NFL guys at tight end, but none of them were as dynamic as these two right here, and you're going to see them get the ball in a variety of ways. We're seeing offense change in college football, and one of the biggest reasons is the versatility now at the tight end position, and these are 2 of the best in the entire country.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. Can't get him to the ground. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll send the tight end in motion. The give to the tailback. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Wide open downfield. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. Pass completion, move the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Looking for a gap. It's Price. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
To the air, it's Carr. Throws for the tight end. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? Notre Dame comes to the line needing a chunk play on 3rd down. Here's the handoff. Breaks into the open. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. Absolutely center cut. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And he'll take that first drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about on that first drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity and to put 3 on the board.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. Wants to fire on second down. It's caught. They'll get him down at the 48 after the 15-yard gain. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Marshall. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. Not able to hook up there. Incomplete. You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on third down. Gets it out quickly. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. He wants to throw it again. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
But for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day. They're just simply winning and doing a better job executing up front at the point of attack.
And the Broncos with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. The play action fake. Looking to scramble.
And this defense, how about it, man? Putting some pressure on the quarterback, getting the big sack, but now letting him take off and get so many yards back and climb back in this third down situation. Good response by this offense from a disastrous first down.
Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Give to the back. Runs for the tackle. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking downfield, it's Carr. Oh, they're after him. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Unleashes one. Grabbed over the middle. It's Fields. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Quick completion on the out. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. Marcus Freeman added another chapter to the Year 3 success stories of Notre Dame coaches, taking the Irish to the national championship game, and he looks like a cornerstone coach for the future.
It was so impressive what they were able to do, bouncing back from an early season loss against Northern Illinois when everybody counted them out. He's done an outstanding job recruiting. He's got a great coaching staff. This team is built and ready to make another run.
Yeah, he's got superstar written all over him. He has the next coach to break that ceiling and win a title. Just recruiting up, belief up, discipline up. Notre Dame looks like a national championship contender.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Turning it on! Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. The Irish relying on the running game to give them this fresh set of downs. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Got some work to do after that last play, 2nd and 13. Trying play action. Here comes the heat. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And don't get it twisted, a big part of this team's formula for success defensively is getting after the quarterback. In their last game, they had 6 sacks, won the game. They know they've got to be able to get after the QB in this one, put some pressure on them, and they're already off to a great start.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Gets the back moving. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Took a shot as he threw. He'll just throw it away, and it'll be 4th down. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. And this will be a bit of a challenge, a 46-yard attempt from the right hash. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Down 6-3 early, they'll try to put together a drive to take the lead. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. Try to get it to the edge. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss. The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on 3rd down. Finds space on the right. There he goes. He was on his way. He could smell it. He gets it inside the 10. They stop him at the 9.
3rd down is money down, and they were money. Great job getting the football to your playmaker, and then watch, after the catch, making the play, getting the big first down. Now you're set up in great position to go get 6 with a 1st and goal opportunity.
The Broncos have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward now, back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Back to pass, it's Madsen. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. And it's a touchdown, but hold on just a second. We'll have to see what the flag's about. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. Lining up to add another. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the ACC. Florida State is currently ahead in this one, but unlike the days when Bobby Bowden walked the sidelines, this has not been a blowout today in Tallahassee. They're up by a field goal over Miami. It wouldn't be the ACC if there weren't this kind of storyline, guys, and we promise to keep you posted.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The Irish come to the line facing 2nd and short. Rush is on him! And the rush will get to him at the 25.
I personally love aggressive defense. I love it. Bringing the strong safety down, blitzing that sucker in there to get the quarterback. Boom! Get that guy on the ground. Nice aggressive play call by the defense.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Makes the grab. It's Price. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the 1st down. They have it at the 36. Leaves it with the back. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. Back to throw, it's Carr. Finds his tight end. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first. Looking to throw on first down. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They'll run it from the gun. Shows him the stiff arm. They run him out of bounds. He gets it to the 47. Big third down here. They need to get the ball to the 41. They'll go to the air. Caught in the backfield. It's Price. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down, and now they have to make a call. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Boots' first of the day away was called on 4 times in the victory last week. Boise State ready to send out that offense. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. Makes one man miss. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Looking to throw on first down. Pocket breaking down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got room on the return.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Here come the Irish, back on offense. They've put up a couple of field goals so far, but now looking for a way to take a drive all the way to the end zone. To the air, it's Carr. Intercepted! They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Hand off from the shotgun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Back to pass on second down. Caught over the middle. It's Marshall. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking downfield on first down. Under fire. Trying to make magic with his feet. At the 35, he's loose. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
And this QB is really starting to show you something, isn't he? I mean, he's been hit a lot in the pocket, and I just like the toughness. At the end of the run here, he's not sliding because he's been banged up a little bit. Lowering the shoulder, getting the first down, taking some hits, but he's still competing.
Leaves it with the running back. Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Direct snap. This time there is no running room to be found, and this defense wasn't going to get hit with a big run twice in a row. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Right on the money. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on 3rd down. And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And it's no good. Guys, after the miss, still up by 4.
And these are the ones that make me want to remove kickers from a game. I mean, this is a chip shot field goal. It should be an automatic 3. He misses. Wasted drive, wasted opportunity.
Pulls it in. It's Fields. Still on his feet at the 35. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Here's a heat. He's going to take off. Short gain on the play before he slides. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Dropping back, it's Carr. Slings it downfield. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the 1st down? Notre Dame now operating in the red zone. Here's the pressure. He's got it on the run. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss. They've had to settle for a couple of field goals on 3 previous red zone trips. They'd love to get it in on 2nd and goal. Looking to fire. He's going for the goal line. He found some running room, but needed just a few inches more to put it in the end zone. He'll sneak it. Sneak gets it done.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. They march 79 yards on the drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. A bit frustrating to miss that short field goal the last time they had it, but this time around, see if they can redeem themselves. Just gets it to the 20, a pickup of 1. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Now they'll run the draw. And knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Now the play fake. It's complete. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. Looking to pass. It's Madsen. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. Turning on the Jets. You want to talk about shifting the field in an instant. He's got it all the way down to the 10-yard line. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
And the Broncos are moving quickly down the field. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Perfect execution by this defense. They played pass, sat back, looked at the quarterback, took everything away, and even better, good pass rush finishes it, now put him in a predictable 3rd and long situation.
On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Going for 6. Knocked away, incomplete in the end zone. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone, it's Perez. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Give to the running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. Scanning the field, it's Carr. Going for it all. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Irish send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. That's usually prime return position, but he'll make the fair catch just outside the 40. So guys, we'll get another look at this offense. He'll start this drive firing. That's caught. It's gains.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man quickly. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. The Broncos have it with a 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. Breaks into the open. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Snap to the back. They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it. It's been that way all day. He leaves it with the back. Not much room to run. Let's give him 1 to the 33. The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the thunder being shaken down on 3rd down. Makes the grab. He'll come through on 3rd down as he's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Snap's going to come from the 23 on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Sherrod. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, running back gets to give. Nice move there. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15. 3rd down, red zone play. Ground alive. Toss sweep right. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And after the field goal, guys, they are back on top. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, a couple of ACC teams colliding in a game that could have some implications. Florida State has the lead at this time, but there haven't been quite as many tomahawk chops today as we expected. This is close. They're up by 10 over Miami. Any big changes in this ACC clash? We've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. A strike downfield. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Back to throw, it's Carr. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Throws to the tight end. Finds a man on the left. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Wants to throw on 1st down. That's reeled in, it's Fields. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the 1st down. One snap coming before they head to the locker room. Pressure coming. Chucked it away just as he was hit. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down. And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3 spot on the board. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great one in South Bend going on. And a first half that's been dominated by this special teams unit. How often do we say that? But it's a dynamite group who understands football isn't just about offense and defense, and what they've done through 2 quarters is help tilt the scales of this game. What adjustments the other sides can make is going to go a long way in determining who wins this game. With that said, let's send it back to the fellas there in the shadows of Touchdown Jesus.
Coming out with it, it's Barrett. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here come the Irish, back on offense. First drive of the 2nd half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the 2nd half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. Notre Dame ready to go with another 1st down. Quarterback on the keeper. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Yeah, nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. Back to pass, it's Carr. Lost 1 deep down the right side. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. Excellent job on the punt. Bounces out of bounds at the 5, and they'll have 95 yards to go in front of them. He'll do it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. takes the handoff. It's Sherrod. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on third down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air, chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Look out, he's got room. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. And the Broncos can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. Fires to the big fella. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. The give to the back. And some room to work. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. To the air on second down. Quickly complete. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. It was quite a start for Spencer Danielson in his first full season as head coach at Boise State. 12 wins and a trip to the college football playoff.
And you could see him growing as a coach, and man, the players loved him. Obviously, Ashton Genty is gone from that dynamite team, but a lot of pieces back in place. I feel like this is a team, Jesse, that we're going to see in this spot a lot more.
Yeah, I agree, David. I think there's a lot of people out there that just think it was all Ashton Genty, but you're right. They have a lot of NFL talent returning at other spots, so I still expect this team to be successful.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Trying to move them on the counter. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using...
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Turning it on!
You know, you don't need to be an absolute blazer to have success running the football as a QB. You just need to know where to pick your spots, finding holes, reading blocks, falling forward. This quarterback does all of it.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And he uses the stiff arm to push his way past the sticks and pick up the first down. Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another first down. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He couldn't quite get loose on that return, but he'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35.
What a big game-changing play. I love when you see defensive players, they jump on the ball like they were the offensive guy. So aggressive, going and getting that pick, creating some big mojo for your team.
Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline, and the coach probably said, "You dropped it and you didn't pick it up? Come on, get on the ball, David."
No, that's not what he said. He said, "You're doing a great job. Just keep your head up." Oh, yeah, he got blasted. You got to hold on to the football, Palmer. Turnovers decide games. Those are big plays.
It's tough on him, too, because he knows he let his offense down on that last drive. So you know that guy's eager and anxious to come out here and make a play.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Right back to the well. Davis Jr. making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. They'll run play action. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's Madsen. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And if your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, this defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks, that's the way to make the quarterback feel like he's having a hard day. He's had no response. This offensive line has no response, just a sack party.
The Broncos line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And no shot at a return here as the punt flies out of bounds. Here come the Irish back on offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
He'll get a fresh set of downs stopped at the 31-yard line. This time they'll go to the running game. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And when you run the counter play, you're really hoping to bust that thing inside. You want to fake one direction, pull a guy, kick him out. But you could tell, great job by the defense making that thing bow, go a little bit outside. Now, guess what? All the cavalry's coming. Everybody can run to the football. Everybody gets into play. Nice job by the defense.
Caught behind the line. It's Price. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Got it in the middle, it's Fields. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Notre Dame coming to the line with another 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Fields. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs. Makes the grab on the left.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Irish relying on the running game to give them this fresh set of downs. They'll try the run. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line? The Irish relying on the running game to give them this fresh set of downs. Looking to the big tight end. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
And this guy's showing off his hands again, understanding where the football's going. He breaks on the football so quick. And guess what? He makes plays when he breaks on it. That's 2 interceptions here through 3 quarters of a football game.
Boise State ready to send out that offense. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole...
There he goes! Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
You can tell this quarterback did his homework coming into this game. He has been dissecting this defense with his arm and his mind. Over 300 yards passing now.
To the air, it's Madsen. Throws for the tight end. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Got a good one going here. All tied up in the third. It's 2nd and 10. Fires to the middle. Pulls it in. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. They go to the counter. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. 2nd and goal coming up. Back to pass. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown Broncos! And that one will put them up here in the 2nd half.
And how about the offense? They spread them out. Everybody spread wide. Easier to read a defense when you do that. They find the matchup they want, and they get rewarded with the score.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Georgia is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join Matthew Stafford and Stetson Bennett among the greats to play in Athens. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Kentucky. Week in and week out in the SEC, it's a battle of attrition, and if anything big changes, you'll hear about it here.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Back to the ground with the running back. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard. The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. Leaves it with the back. Oh, he's got some space. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. They bring the punter onto the field now. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. The Irish send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin them deep. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. It'll be a draw. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Power football with the run. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Got a little work done on first down. Now back to the line. To the air. It's Madsen. Finds his back in the middle. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. And the Broncos come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He'll pull it on the read. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Broncos looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. From the gun, the running back has it. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And he's going to lose yardage. He was looking everywhere for just a little grass and a little air, and none to be found. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And he can't find his man in the end zone as he was trying to pay off this red zone chance. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. nestled just inside that right upright. And now the lead is extended a little further.
That's a big drive for this offense in the fourth quarter. Now to take a two-possession lead, you got the other offense where you want them. Now you get to rush the passer, make them pass a little bit more, and don't give up those big plays. You're in a really good spot now.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Under fire. He lost one down the sideline. Got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. You want to see quick strike ability? It was epitomized there. 2 plays, 80 yards, touchdown on the board. On the run from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Dropping back, it's Madsen. Quick strike complete. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. They think they can create space here with a run to the right. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Second down, he'll throw it. Quickly to the tight end. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on third down. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into fourth down. And the Broncos send out the punt unit. He's got it. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. Here come the Irish back on offense. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. Looking to fire. Get it out on the screen. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. Third and long. Ball's at the 25. He rifles one deep down the right side. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on second and short. They go to the ground. Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32. A third down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. Motion from the wideout. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that third down. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. That took every ounce of leg strength he had to sneak that one into the left corner. A penalty marker is down. If this is on the defense, the offense is going to have a choice to make. Do you dare take the points off the board and go for the touchdown? So after the roughing the kicker penalty, another chance for this offense, and if they can pay it off, they'll take the lead. They get him stopped after a 2-yard gain. Ball is at the 17. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. From the gun, the ground game. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Dropping back, it's Carr. He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown, Irish! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
And that is phenomenal quarterbacking. Understanding right away, dude, you're going to bring pressure. I'm getting the ball to my playmaker right now. Let him do the rest. Let him glide into the end zone. Make me look really good. Good timing, good decision by the quarterback, getting it out quick.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. On the move from inside is 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Boise State ready to send out that offense. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Wants to go up top on 1st down. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. The Broncos have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Snagged out of the air. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down. And the Broncos are marching down the field. Off play action on 1st down. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
I think this quarterback now at this point is looking over to the sideline saying, hey, can we just not throw it anymore? I mean, my guys, they can't block for me. I've got no chance back here. We need to just run the ball from this point out.
The Broncos now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Looking for a man, it's Madsen. Bringing the heat. It's complete to the left. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. Got his man downfield. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. And the Broncos will punt this one away. Fair catch is signaled for and made. They'll mark it at the 12, and they'll start in a bit of a hole. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Quickly complete. Stopped at the 24-yard line after the 10-yard gain. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. A long way to go to pick up the first down. Looking for a man, it's Madsen. Bringing the heat. It's complete to the left. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. Got his man downfield. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. And the Broncos will punt this one away. Fair catch is signaled for and made. They'll mark it at the 12, and they'll start in a bit of a hole. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Quickly complete. Stopped at the 24-yard line after the 10-yard gain. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. It's caught. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Notre Dame comes to the line, trying to convert on 3rd and short. Off the RPO, complete. And how does he keep running? I'd be dizzy after a spin move like that. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. And they'll take a knee.
And this situation here on 2nd down is the exact situation this offense wanted to stay out of. You got the lead late in the ball game. You want to get positive yards, keep that clock ticking. Now in a situation, it's interesting. Do they want to throw the football? How much do they trust their quarterback not to make a mistake here late in the football game with the lead?
And it looks as if the offense will just take a knee. Well, look what we have here, guys. After all the early season doubts, these guys have put together a winning streak.
They sure have, and man, they're just believing in themselves right now. This is a completely different looking team than what we saw early in the year. They're playing with so much more confidence, and David, when you start making plays, you start stringing W's together, that's obviously what happens.
Everybody gets energized. Everybody starts to contribute. Young guys start to grow up. Coaches start to believe in them. Everything starts to turn around and swing the other way. They got it all going in the right direction.